Tonight, she was a sitcom star on the rise with the hit show In the House, and then
I was self-medicating.
everything fell apart. Hardcore drugs, jail, a viral video she'd rather forget.
You in your darkest moment.
Wait, I have to stop. I can't take it.
Kenny Yanla help actress Maia Campbell overcome her demons.
You turned away from your daughter for drugs.
Stop right there. If you can't face it, you can't heal it.
Next.
Life happens to everybody, even me. Life didn't care that I had written a bunch of books, traveled the world speaking, married the love of my life, lived in my dream home, and made a bunch of money. And then life left me broke and feeling broken. The only way to get back was to do the work. I did my work and put my life back together piece by piece. I am Iyanla Vanzant, and I am here to help you do your work. We're here in Los Angeles, the land of the stars. I'm here to help a young woman, a star, who once shone very brightly and fell very quickly. No fall from grace is easy, but when the world is watching, that makes it even more tragic. Maia Campbell was a fresh-faced teenage it girl in the 90s. She starred on the popular TV sitcom In the House as Debbie Allen's bubbly, wholesome teenage daughter alongside LL Cool J.
Oh, hey, this is for you. It's a friendship bracelet. I made it for you in art class.
It's beautiful.
But in 2009, Maia's good girl image was shattered when a YouTube video went viral around the country showing the once beautiful rising star disoriented, disheveled, and allegedly high on drugs.
Why'd they find out your secret? Why they making a target out of me?
Today, she says she's been clean for 2 years. I'm on my way to visit her at a mental health rehabilitation center where she's a resident. This episode is personal for me because I knew her mother. Like me, she was a writer. Like me, she was a mom. I haven't seen this young woman since she had pigtails and a plaid schoolgirl skirt. Maia.
Hi.
Oh, my God. This is not the little girl I saw in the plaid schoolgirl outfit.
How are you?
I am fine. How are
Nice to
you,
see you.
sweetie? Oh, my God. Oh, look at you. You all growed up.
I know.
You growed it up. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh,
Thank you
good.
so much.
Mwah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You ready to do this?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Are we going to your house?
Yes.
Come on.
Okay.
So this is your...
This is where I live. The courts put me in a locked facility for a year and a half.
No. Wait a minute. Here
And
we go.
then-
Wait a minute. We're going to fix this.
And
The
then
courts
the
put
courts.
you in a locked facility?
Yes.
They just picked you up off the street?
No, I went there from jail
For?
for petty theft with a prior.
In 2010, Maia says she was arrested for theft and sent to jail. Her stepfather, Ellis, asked the courts to move her to a mandatory mental health facility where she spent a year and a half. Now, Maia voluntarily lives at a residential treatment center in hopes of transitioning to living on her own soon. I want you to be clear about this. The courts didn't put you here.
I put
This was an
myself-
alternative
Right.
between
To-
jail
Right.
and moving forward with your life.
Exactly.
You got to get that,
Okay.
okay? Because you're not a victim of the courts.
Okay.
Okay, because they didn't just pluck you off the street and throw you up in the sober living house.
Right. Exactly.
So this is your...
This is my living area.
But you live here alone?
No, we have 4 women in the house.
Oh, okay.
And this is our basic living room.
Okay.
We have to do chores. We have to wake up every day and go to groups.
How is that for you? How is that for you?
It's hard.
Tell me why.
It's hard because we got a medication that we take every day, and the medication slows you down.
Why are you taking medication?
I have bipolar disorder, and it's a piece of my life I want to work with, that it doesn't consume me, that it doesn't take over my whole life.
Oh, it has taken over your life.
But it has.
It has taken over your
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Dumb bitches that never want to your raggedy ass.
Maya's rock bottom moment was 11 years in the making. After acting out on set in 1998, Maya was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a serious mental condition that causes shifts in people's behaviors and moods. 2 years later, she gave birth to her daughter, Elisha, but Maya refused to take her psychiatric medication and eventually lost custody. Maya started using drugs heavily and said she ended up arrested and in jail over and over. So you were doing drugs, you weren't on your meds, you had a disorder, your marriage fell apart.
I was torn apart due to the custody battle of my daughter.
Who were you in battle with for your daughter?
With my ex-husband.
You gave it to him, or the courts gave it to him?
The courts gave it to him in a quick custody battle.
I remember, however, your mother telling me that she had to come and rescue your daughter from your apartment.
It was not a rescue. I mean, she
What
was
was it?
there with me and everything. We were together, but she did come take my daughter away from me.
And how old was she?
She was about 1 or 2 at the time.
Can you be okay with the fact that when your daughter was 1 or 2, you hadn't accepted your diagnosis, you weren't on your meds, and perhaps the way you were living was not healthy for your daughter?
Right.
Can you accept that?
Yes.
So then why would you say, my mother took her away?
She took her away.
Did she take her away or did she take her to safety?
She took her to safety.
Yeah. But if you hold it in your heart, as my mom took my daughter away, you're not gonna heal that. Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
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 She took her to safety. Maya's mother was New York Times best-selling author B.B. Moore Campbell and a dear friend of mine. She died of brain cancer in 2006 at the age of 56. Did you know she was dying?
Yeah.
How often did you visit her?
I visited her as much as they would let me.
They who?
My family. They thought I would cause problems.
And are you clear that a lot of the times you could have been with her and talking to her, that you were in the street doing drugs?
They wouldn't let her talk to me on the phone.
Maya?
They wouldn't let her talk to me,
Maya?
Yana. They wouldn't let her talk
Maya,
to me.
listen to me. You were in the street doing drugs.
It wasn't like that.
Maya, you were high. See, until you can say to me, Iyanla, I did drugs. I ran the streets. I threw my dreams away. Until you can say that, Maya, it'll always be about them and you will always be powerless. You gotta own your stuff, baby girl. You gotta own your stuff. It's not about them. Now tell me what you did that prevented you from being with your mother while she was dying. What did you do?
I was self-medicating, making a bunch of excuses.
Wow. Somebody as talented, as beautiful, as blessed as you are, had to be in a lot of pain
Yeah.
to do what you have done with your life. Where were you before the drugs?
I guess I never felt good enough. People are telling you that you don't
Don't
have...
say people. Who said it to you?
My mother and my father were telling me that I wasn't capable of my dreams. I wasn't capable of making it without failing. There's a lack of support.
You felt there was a lack of support.
In their voice, in their emotions, in their attitude, because they're waiting for things to fall apart.
Let me do this. Let me come over here with you.
Okay.
Maybe there's too much distance between us. Look at me. Tell me about your pain.
There's a lot of pain that goes into me not being able to meet my own needs, basically, and not being able to watch my daughter more, and have more structure in my life.
And you can't meet your own needs because why?
My dad is my conservator.
What does that mean? He's your conservator.
He is in charge of a lot of choices I make
Why?
because I have bipolar disorder. That makes me feel lonely, like I've done something wrong.
You didn't do anything wrong. Perhaps you didn't make the best choices and decisions for yourself.
Yeah.
So how do we rebuild your life, get other people out of control of your life, and get you on your path, which is what? Where's your path? Your path is to what?
I want to get control of my finances and control of my daughter, and I want to get my life back. I don't want to be having all these people in control of my life. I want to be working again.
Let me say this to you. I really don't care about your career.
Thanks.
Really. I want that to be real clear with you. Okay. I really don't care about your career. What I care about is the day that you can get up in the morning and look your beautiful self in the mirror and say, no matter what happens today, I can handle it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give you this, and I want you to meet me here so we can start doing some work about getting who you were and who you are married. I want you to be Maia, her truth, her power, her weakness, her shame, her vulnerability. I just want you to be Maia. Are you nervous?
A little.
Don't be nervous. Come close to mommy. I'm in Los Angeles today to work with Maia Campbell, the former teen actress of the hit 90s show In the House. Maia seemed to be on the fast track to superstardom with her hit show starring LL Cool J and Debbie Allen. But it all came crashing down. Back in 2009, fans were shocked when they saw this video online, showing Maia gaunt and erratic, allegedly strung out on crystal meth.
Why'd they find out your secret? Why they making a target out of me?
This is personal for me. Maia's mother was New York Times best-selling author B.B. Moore Campbell. B.B. was my friend, so I want to do everything I can to support Maia on her healing journey. Maia said she's been clean now for 2 years, and she's taking medication for bipolar disorder. Maia wants to get her life back for herself and for her 12-year-old daughter, Elisha. When you meet me at the theater,
Okay.
no makeup.
Okay.
None.
All right.
I'm having her take her makeup off to be as authentic and open as she can before we start the real work. Hello, my darling.
Hello.
Wow. Different person.
Yeah.
How you feel?
I feel a little vulnerable.
Oh, good. Just how I like it. Welcome to the Matrix.
Okay.
So I brought you here today for a very special reason. I want to cast you in the leading role in your authentic life. I have no illusions about trying to fix Maia's mental illness. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to show her how the poor choices she's made in her life have gotten her to where she is today. Come on, let's have a seat here. So when you look around, what do you think?
It feels like home. I feel comfortable here.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Auditioning for the lead role in your life is not about what I want you to do. It's about being who you are. I want you to be Maia.
Okay.
Her truth, her power, her weakness, her shame, her vulnerability. I just want you to be Maia. That's why I had you wash your face. No masks. Does that frighten you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you just don't wake up one day and say, I'm gonna face everything, all my demons in my life.
So, there's your mark. I don't know that Maia has ever been clear about her role in her own life. And now it seems Maia's bipolar medication is keeping her numb, unable to tap into her emotions. So I try a different approach. having her act out real scenes from her own life. Our main character is a 12-year-old girl.
Oh my God.
Her parents are overprotective. They expect her to fail. Today, she's decided that she's going to tell her mother that she wants to be an actor. So I'm gonna have the crew take the lights down.
Okay.
And when the lights come back up, you're gonna be 12.
All right.
Lights off. Lights on.
Mommy, today is a very important day for me. I want to be the lead in the play. So can you sign this paper for me?
No. You can't handle that, Maya.
I can't handle what? Being 12 again?
Being the lead in a play.
Wait a minute. Being 12 is hard.
Don't come out of character.
Okay.
Stay in character.
Okay.
I wanted Maya to see what it was like being a little girl trying to get her parents' attention. But Maya just can't go there. I'm not gonna give up. I got another possibility for you here, okay? Our main character is about 24. For the past 5 years, she's had a starring role in a television program. Hit television show. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
All right. But today, she comes in after having had a breakdown. She has cursed out the producers, the crew, and now she's fired. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, our character is alone in her dressing room talking to herself about how she feels and what she's thinking and what she's gonna do next. You take it from me.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Okay, lights, please. You've been there, you've done it, now act it out.
All right.
Lights, please.
Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. I need a cigarette. This is not my fault. If my mother calls, just tell her that I'm not going back to the hospital. Oh, they're gonna send me to the hospital. Oh my God, I do not wanna go back to the hospital.
Why are they gonna send you to the hospital?
They're gonna say that I'm bipolar. They're gonna take my house. They're gonna take all my things. Oh my God. Oh my God, I just gotta calm down. Oh my God, what if I have to drug test? Oh my God. Man, this is gonna be worse than the first time. I don't want this doctor surrounding me, telling me what I have to do and when I can come and when I can go. Oh my God. The way that the nurses look down on you. Sure, they're going home after their shift is over, but you gotta stay.
I've gotta stay.
I've gotta stay.
I've gotta stay.
I gotta stay.
Did you miss your life, Maya?
I miss my life right now.
Right, tell me about it.
I miss my kid right now so
Tell me
much
about
I can
it.
barely breathe.
Tell me about it, Maya. Come on, tell me about it.
I want to be spending time with my kid. I don't want to be here.
What makes you different, Maya?
I have the power to control
You're
my
in the
life,
hospital.
but I'm getting out.
Why? How are you gonna get out, Maya?
I'm getting out.
How are you gonna get out, Maya?
I'm getting out because I got a higher power that controls me, and he's pulling me out.
Well, why didn't he keep you out in the first place, Maya?
He brought me here to teach me a lesson.
And what's the lesson, Maya? Come on.
That I can't control my life with drugs, that I can't be on the streets, and I need to rely on him.
Stop right there. Now, let me hear you say, I have a bipolar disorder.
I have a bipolar disorder. So what? It doesn't make me or break me. It doesn't make me crazy or any worse than you.
But you have to stay on your meds, Maya.
But I have to stay on some medication.
Why?
I have to keep me stable. I have to take care of me. I have to do what I gotta do to take care of me.
Very good. It's your story.
Yeah.
Well, then own it, Maya. Tell me about the first time you did go into a psychiatric ward. What did you think about yourself being in a place like that?
I just didn't feel like I belonged at all.
In that moment, you did belong there.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah. That's the only place I could have been.
To be safe and protected.
Yeah.
You came off of a hit television sitcom and ended up in a psychiatric ward.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's real.
Do you have any shame about that.
Of course.
Why?
It's not where I wanted to go from there.
No, but it's where you went.
Wait, I have to stop. I want to stop. I can't take it. I don't know about this picture.
If you can't face it, you can't heal it. It's been a challenging day here in Los Angeles. But when former teen star Maia Campbell called for help, I had to answer. I was friends with her mother. Maia starred in the hit TV show In the House with LL Cool J before being diagnosed with bipolar disorder in 1998. Maia quickly hit rock bottom when she refused to take her medication and started using hardcore drugs.
Dumb bitches that never want to your raggedy ass.
Maia says she's been clean and sober for 2 years and is staying on her bipolar medication. She wants to get her life and career back on track, but doesn't know where to begin. Maia says her meds keep her emotionless. This is a real challenge for me, but I have to meet her where she is. So I brought Maia to a theater, put her on stage, and challenged her to do the work. I'm gonna give you the scene. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Our main character is on Wilshire Boulevard, the seedy part. She's willing to do whatever is required to get high. I want to know what her life was like on that corner. Lights, please. Lights on.
It's taking all night. Messed up. I need another hit. Wait, I have to stop. I want to stop. I can't take it. I don't know about this picture. It was a bad
Tell
time.
me about the bad
It was
moment.
a bad time.
If you can't face it, you can't heal it. If you can't say it, you will never come to grips with it. What did she have to do out there to take care of herself? Go there.
I was in the streets, just letting people use me.
How does that make you feel, Maia?
It feels shameful.
Yeah. What are you most ashamed of?
Pictures like that. And
Maia, that's not a picture, that's your life.
I know.
That's your life, Maia.
I know.
Look at it. What do you see?
I see a girl that was mixed up. She ran from her pain.
And what do you want her to know?
I want her to get herself together and to shape herself up.
Talk to her.
You don't have no right to rule over my life anymore. You don't have no right to stand in between me and an honest living. You don't have the right to stand in between me and my daughter and a good life. You don't have the right to take away my reputation and change my name into shame.
Yeah. All right, let me give you another character. Our main character is in a cemetery. She's just buried her mother. And she's going to have her final conversation with her mother before they throw the dirt in on her coffin. Lights, please. I feel Maia's drug problem had a devastating impact on her already tumultuous relationship with her mother. Today, Maia regrets that her drug use and behavior kept her away from her mom during the final days of her life. Lights up.
You know, Mommy, I always thought that we have more time to work on our issues, I guess. You know we have issues.
Tell her what the issues are.
Oh, God.
Tell her.
I always wish I could be perfect for you. I wish I could be everything you wanted me to be. I know I made a lot of mistakes.
Maia, get down there and talk to her. Get down there. Talk to your mom.
When I was a little girl, I wish I could have been like you. I just wanted you to pay attention to me.
What else, Maia?
I always wanted your approval. Your acceptance. I'm sorry I wasn't there the nights that you were sick. I just felt like I was gonna be in the way. I didn't wanna, I don't know.
You do know. There's no right and wrong, Maya. Just tell her about your heartache. You need her to know about how you felt.
You caused me a lot of pain.
Yes, come on, Maya. Talk to her. Talk to her, Maya. Talk to her. Help her understand. Help her understand, Maya, how her baby girl ended up a dope fiend in the streets, Maya. And she died with that heartbreak. You owe her an explanation.
I was running from a lot of pain that you caused me. I loved you, but I hated you sometimes.
Yes.
And you never accepted me as I was, and that made me feel
Lonely.
and desperate.
And you felt distant from her.
Yeah.
Tell me about
It's
that.
that time she put her work ahead of everything else.
And are you aware that you turned away from your daughter, Alicia, for drugs?
Yeah.
She did it to you, and now you are doing it to your daughter. Tell me what you're thinking right now.
I need to put that behind me so I can continue to grow.
How do you put that behind you?
I forgive. I just forgive her. I want to forgive you. I knew that I didn't belong in those places because I had a family and someone like you to pull me up and pull me out.
I'm here in Los Angeles to play a supportive role in the actress Maia Campbell's recovery process. But a lot of damage has been done. When Maia stopped taking her meds for bipolar disorder and started using drugs, she lost control of her life. Her stepfather, Ellis Gordon, stepped up to be Maia's conservator.
Wow.
Hey, Yama.
Hi.
I've known Ellis for years, just like I knew Maia's mother, Bibi. Like I said, this story is personal to me. How are you doing?
Doing fine. Bibi and I were doing this together, but now I have to do it alone. But it is what it is.
So let me ask you this. Let me go back a little bit.
Okay.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
I've been with her all day.
Yeah.
How did you manage this by yourself?
Well, with prayer, and Bibi's mom lives with me as well.
Okay.
So she's my support.
How did you parent Maia? How did you father her?
Well, I mean, when I first married Bibi, Maia was only 6.
Right.
So I've been with her just about her entire life. For all intents and purposes, I don't view her as a stepdaughter. I view her as my daughter. What I did was just try to do the best that I could and be a parent.
I don't think she really understands the gift that you are to her. I don't think she gets it. Has she ever said thank you?
Well, I think in her heart she appreciates what I do.
There's a disconnect there, and out of her own mouth. That's not to say you didn't do the best you could, that her mom didn't do the best she could, but she didn't feel it.
Yeah, well, Maia is also very theatrical, very dramatic.
She may be, because she is a natural-born actress.
Right.
But when we begin to dismiss and deny and diminish the child's experience, the way they hear that is that we're not hearing them and what's important to them.
It's entirely possible. I guess any child could say that their parent didn't love them enough.
There's a disconnect.
Well, that's kind of par for the course.
Why is that?
Well, it depends on what if I do what she wants. She loves me to no end. If I don't do what she wants, she gets upset.
She has a mental disorder.
Yeah.
But it sounds to me like you expect her to act like a rational being.
No, if I thought that, then I wouldn't be as involved with trying to help her as I am.
Part of her growth is going to be about acknowledging the blessings that she does have, and not to see what you're doing to her in her life as control and manipulation.
Right.
It's time for Maia and the man who raised her like a father to have a talk. Maia is not feeling heard. Ellis is not feeling appreciated. don't think either one of them realize just how much they both need each other. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to share with him your experience. And I want to support him in letting you know that you've been heard.
Sometimes it feels like as I was growing up as a child, you knew that I was going to maybe fail at some point, and that you knew that you had to catch me when I fall. Knowing that there was an expectation that I would fail, I got comfortable in things falling apart for me.
Did you have any idea that she felt that way?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Now tell him, don't expect me to fail.
Don't expect me to fail
This time.
this time.
Tell him what you want for yourself.
What I want for myself, I want to be able to wake up every day and take care of my own affairs.
Well, it's just a matter of me letting go.
Ooh.
You know, and I think that, you know, that is something that I'll have to work on.
If you want him to treat you like an adult, be an adult.
All right.
Good.
All right.
Good. If you had to look at him today and ask him for forgiveness, what would you ask him to forgive you for?
Forgive me for taking the family through so much, for making it so hard to be there for me, because I know it hasn't been easy. It's been a rough road trying to take care of me.
Have you ever heard that before? Yeah. And what would you like to thank him for?
Well, just thank you for being there. Thank you for making it easier. I knew that I didn't belong in those places because I had a family and someone like you to pull me up and pull me out. I knew that you would help me and my whole family. And I knew that you were there for us. And you meant us nothing but good, so I want to thank you for that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Have you ever heard that before?
No.
Thank you.
Are there some things you'd like to say to your mom?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. Go say hi to mama.
How you doing?
Good.
You look nice.
Thanks.
Give me a hug.
In 2000, Maya gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, Elizabeth Elisha. But a year after she was born, Maya says she stopped taking the medication for bipolar disorder and lost custody. Elisha is now 12 years old, and she lives with her father. Maya hopes to one day regain custody of her daughter, but first, she has to work on mending their broken relationship. Are you nervous?
A little.
Don't be nervous. Come close to mommy. What would you like to share with your mom?
Wanna hold my hand?
That I miss you and that I wish I was with you like more often.
Me too.
What do you know about where your mom is right now and what's going on for her right now? What do you know about that?
That she's trying to get better
Better? Why?
because she wants to get well and to be with me and to keep going with life.
Okay. Now, what do you understand about why your mom wasn't there for you?
Well, I understand that she wasn't doing what she was supposed to do.
Okay. What do you want her to know about where you are in life right now?
I want you to know that I do love you and that none of this is your fault and that you're the reason I'm trying to get better.
So you know that her not being with you isn't her choice, because I can imagine you want your mom there like everybody else. And sometimes your mom hasn't been there, yeah? And I can imagine that that makes you sad sometimes, yeah? And when you get sad about that, who do you talk to about it?
I mean, I really don't talk to anybody about it.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you want her to know?
Just that I'll always be here for you, no matter what. Even if I'm sick, no matter where I am, I'm always a phone call away. In some way or another, I'll always be here for you. If you have resentment towards me when you get older, I want you to know that we can work through it and we can always talk about it. And I'll always be here for you.
I don't care about the resentment when you get older. I care about the sadness now. I also want you to know that it's really natural to sometimes have sadness or anger or upset because your mom is different from everybody else's mom. That's natural. If that happens to you, then I would say talk about it. Talk about it. If you can't talk about it to her, if you don't have anybody to talk about it, write it out in your journal. Don't let it fester. Don't let it grow. Yeah?
You hear what she's saying? Yeah.
What else?
I just want you to get healthier so we can be together more and that everything will be okay.
Yeah.
And that it comes just really fast and sooner. And that I'll always love you.
I always love you too.
Oh my God. Come here, let me kiss you. Look.
See, I'm just gonna hug you up in the bosom. Rock you.
Before I go, I want Maya to see how far she's come in her journey, to reconcile who she was with who she is becoming, and also celebrate the reflection she now sees when she looks in the mirror. What did you learn about you?
There's still pieces of my life that I'm working on right now. That it's gonna take me some time to refocus and rebuild and reinvent who I am within those pieces.
Is there a piece that you are ready to let go of today?
I'm not gonna let this old me tear me apart anymore.
Well, let's take a look at these pieces of you. This piece. How did the little girl that you were become the woman that you are? Was there a breakdown?
Yeah, there was a breakdown.
And where did that happen for her?
I had a problem with substance abuse.
That's a powerful statement. That I had a substance abuse problem. Just owning that and not blaming anybody and not pointing. Good step. Do you remember what her dream was?
She had a lot of dreams. She wanted to be good enough and accepted and loved.
Did she feel loved?
Only to a certain extent.
So she had to go out to get it. But I hope today you know that that love has to come from in here.
Within.
Let's take a look at this pretty one back there in the back. How did who she is become who you are today?
She was a little more self-righteous and a little more independent. She's less afraid to put it all out there on the table and make things happen and own it.
Let's take a look at her. You in your darkest moment.
She brought me down. I'm ashamed of that part of myself.
Can you have compassion for her? Who had a substance abuse problem, who had been diagnosed as bipolar, who had gone off her meds.
It's crazy.
Somehow, through God's grace or miracle, she became her. That's no small feat, Maya. Look at that. Can you celebrate that victory?
Hallelujah.
You've done good. You still have what it takes. Your trajectory from this point forward will be straight up.
Thank you.
It's easy to dismiss and judge a person like Maya, for it would seem that she had it all and threw it all away. Ah, but for the mental illness, because it did play a role. And you know what? Everybody has something. So when a star falls in your life, the process for them to rise again has to be about their needs, not yours. It has to be about who they are, not who you want them to be. So if you want to support them, you have to meet them where they are and not hold them hostage to where they've been. In the meantime, stay in peace, not pieces.